Yep.
What's up? What's up? Look, we got him saying hello. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Hey, so you already know what time it is. On this show, you're going to learn something. And today we have a great cause. And the causes that we do are causes that you may not know about, but after today or after watching our individual shows, that you will actually see that Ladies Takeover really does some impactful causes in the NFL. And this one does not fall short. So, Delilah, who do we have today?
Yeah, so today, I'm featuring Tom Coughlin and Judy Coughlin, who's his wife, their organization. I know Tom Coughlin, the Giants, I know you might feel a certain type of way, Cowboy fans, but he's actually a really nice guy, though. Like, he's actually a decent human being. So, all the players are that he actually led his team with, love, which I know it's kind of corny, but I like that.
I do, too.
I like that. And so, yeah, I love it. So Tom Coughlin created the J Fund in memory of Jay McGillis, who caught leukemia while he was a member of John Coughlin's team in Boston College. And he just saw, not just the toll on Jay, but what it does to the family, financially, and just, the whole thing that people kind of don't think of. And so they decided, him and his wife Judy, to create this foundation to help families that are battling childhood cancer, because people don't realize how, financial and emotionally and practical support that people need, unless you yourself have experienced it. But it's not just the emotional part. It's expensive because, unfortunately, the country we live in, medical system is not great. So, so some people, they lose their houses, things like that, right, trying to pay for these things. And so this was set up to support families in a way so that they could focus on their child. So the reason they created it is to give people the financial support they need so that all that they're focusing on is helping their child get better, making sure that their kid has, that emotional part and not have to worry about paying the rent and things like that. So that's what the J Fund is.
I love it. I love it. So do we have something special for everybody?
We have a little video. So let me mute and get that ready.
Absolutely. Everybody tune in because this video is about to be super impactful and you get to learn a little bit about what the cause is about. Please tune in, listen, understand, and want to help.
His speech wasn't about being gladiators. It was about Coach Coughlin before the Super Bowl. His speech wasn't about being gladiators. It was about love.
And the New York Giants are the Super Bowl champs.
Tom Coughlin keeps each of his Super Bowl rings boxed up, only wearing them on special occasions.
I'm not one that wears the rings around. That's not me. But to be world champions in the top of your profession, there's nothing like it.
What about the ring on your left finger?
Yeah, that stays on. It's been there a long time. We got married August 5th, 1967.
That wedding ring for him is something sacred. If you've ever been around him and Judy, you can see the love that they have for each other.
Leaving the locker room after the game, and you could just count on it every single time, just getting a hug from Judy. She was always there with a smile.
I don't use these phrases often when I'm describing people, but Judy is an angel on earth.
How old are you, Alex? 4. All right.
Over 25 years ago, Tom, along with his wife Judy, started the J Fund, a foundation designed to help families of children battling cancer.
We've helped over 5,000 families. Over $16 million has been distributed.
It's always so fulfilling, and we get back so much more than we give.
This is basically the way our morning starts. Just tell Judy we're going downstairs to make your smoothie. Routines are important with people who have her disease.
In 2019, Judy was diagnosed with a rare, incurable form of dementia.
She has a disease called progressive supranuclear palsy. It takes away the ability to speak, the ability to walk. It steals from your ability to show emotions. Our children and our grandchildren, they would all like to have her hold them in her arms, look them in the eye, call them by name, and tell them that she loves them. She can't do that anymore.
Tom being in that position to be the caretaker, he just does what he has to do because he loves his wife, he loves his family, and he'd do anything for her.
Things we love and have learned from Grandma and Pop.
Now, caring for Judy is a team effort for the entire Coughlin family.
No matter where you live, love and family is the most important. Good stuff.
And as they cling to a lifetime of memories, Tom wants all caregivers to know a simple message that they are not alone.
The idea of being a caregiver is a very, very difficult thing. It's mentally and physically exhausting. Don't be afraid to say, can I have a little help? I'm willing to spread the word. Whatever it takes, I'm going to do it.
Oh, tearjerker! Oh, man! Oh, my goodness. What in the world? Every week, I'm man, what an impactful, oh my gosh.
I know. I had to show that one because they created the foundation together, even though he's Tom Coughlin, and the fact that now he's a caregiver, it's like, you know, that's such love because the fact is that he could pass that out to whoever he wants, right?
Right.
And I thought that was so beautiful.
He has enough money for chefs or whatever. Smoothie for her. And
I'm like, so that he understands the importance of caregiving, which makes the foundation even more important, you know?
Absolutely.
And that he wants people to know that it was him and Judy together, you know, that created that foundation. And now he's taking care of her. And so I was crying so much.
Tom Coughlin has to be considered a Hall of Famer, guys. They're putting it in there, man.
I agree.
Oh man, what?
I know, right?
I'm just like completely taken out, like really losing my voice a little bit. Like, oh my God, don't break down. But that was really amazing, just to have people out there that really care. It is a financial burden. It is a situation,
emotional, psychological.
You want people around you. You want people that care and just, you know, just to have somebody that is in a position where they don't have to do anything. They can just ride off into the sunset with their own money, but want to give to people who really go through these financial situations and need help. There's kids out there and even adults. I mean, my gosh, that just need a helping hand. And just for him to do that with his wife is so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
It is.
Golly, guys. I know I'm gonna keep crying, but
I know.
We gotta stop doing this every week.
Everyone is just super impactful, and it gives you goosebumps because it's like, wow, there are really people out here that really care. And you think about it, when you think about celebrities, sometimes you don't think that they want to give. You know, they want to keep their money. They're rich, but you're seeing proof with the organizations that Delilah finds, and it's just that they're players and coaches and people out there that really genuinely care about the community.
And I love their love story. I'm sorry.
A lot of the news coming out of the NFL recently is very negative.
It is.
What you want to see, not very supportive. So
yeah. They should shine more light on this. What people from the NFL actually do. Like there are people out there that are truly amazing. I mean, just look at the way that his players talked about him. Like, you know, they love him, and now him and his wife, they could always count on her being out right.
from my perspective, having had cancer, you do need, it takes a village to keep things going for that support, whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, physically.
Yeah.
I would have been lost if I didn't have my parents and my mom who looked after me and who took care of me. Because for the first, I don't know how many weeks, I couldn't even raise my arms even a little bit because of how the trauma to the surgery that I had. And so to have her, to be vulnerable and to have someone take care of you, she had to bathe me like I was 2 years old again. And I had to go through some humbling experiences through my cancer journey. So to see him taking care of his wife really just touched reminded me of everything that I went through and how I would have been lost had I not had the people who were taking care of me.
Yes.
So it puts things into a lot of perspective. I've been there. I know what it's like. It's not easy. It's difficult. So it reminded me of my own journey in a way.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad you're here, Kate.
Yes.
I'm glad you're here.
I love you.
That is absolutely beautiful.
The financial burden is a lot, and you got to think parents. I mean, I can't imagine my child. I had a friend in middle school who died of cancer, but I can't imagine having my own child. You have so much to worry about, and to just take the financial part out of it and help some families. That's amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely.
One less thing to worry about. You have
exactly.
So much going on.
Right.
Oh my God.
And then I don't take care of their kid and not have to worry about the other burdens.
Yes.
Right. Kind of the St. Jude situation.
Yeah. Because it's stressful. You think about it. Your child has something that you can't fix, and you do everything to make sure that you can provide and take care of it, and lose focus on, I can't be at the hospital, honey, because I'm working. I got to work. We can be able to have insurance to be able to cover this. It's just stressful, but I'm so glad that we just shared this story. And it also shows that cancer and diseases, you never know who it's going to hit.
No.
You never know whose lane it's going to go down that time. So just as Katie said, just to have a support system, people around you, it's probably the most important thing. And even when a stranger comes in and wants to pay for it and wants to be involved and wants to start an organization just to be there for people because they know the problems, even a disease has hit his family, even when you do give, you never know who it's going to happen to, but for him to still be there and be strong for his wife and to be her caregiver. Like Lila said, he could be paying anybody to do this, but he's doing it for his wife. He's right there with her.
I don't know why the smoothie thing took me out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. It's a smoothie.
He said it's all about routine. And
I know.
I'm like, oh my God, he's making her breakfast. I loved it. We can talk about it all day.
I know. Oh, that's right, Anthony. I know. God bless you and your wife. I remember you've talked about her journey too. So
yes,
much love to you,
Anthony. My heart's with her.
Absolutely. I mean, and just having that person, it's all important. Finding the right person that's going to love you
through sickness, that's legit.
And help, real love. Oh God, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And we send our prayers out to anybody who's actually going through it right now. And Anthony's wife and Katie, even though you are better now, we're praying for that doesn't come back or anything like that, because it's hard. It is super hard.
It is. It's
you need it.
I ever want to go through ever again, to be honest.
Yeah. I know. Oh, I know you don't. And we're just praying for good health for everybody because it's hard, but I'm telling you, having a support system makes it better. It eases it just a little bit. But man, I know we could talk about it all day because I'm just stirred up now.
I know. Sorry to make everybody cry.
I know. Sorry guys, man. But we got to talk about it. Sometimes it gets deep, man. But if we go on to this wonderful game of football, we got to talk about some key players. During this Super Bowl, this player showed out and he got the job